How often does this happen to you? You watch a trailer and it fucking rocks. You get hyped for the movie, and then when you actually see the goddamn thing, you realize you just went through 2 hours and 20 minutes of a movie that used every single good shot from the trailer in the first 11 minutes. And the rest is just people walking through hallways and talking shit.
Oh God, oh man.
Hollywood has a dirty secret. They are spending millions to make sure the trailer is objectively better than the film itself, by ditching narrative logic for pure sensory overload. Those 2-minute montages effectively hide mediocre scripts and bloated runtimes.
Hollywood, baby!
It is time to investigate how you're being manipulated into buying a ticket for a masterpiece that doesn't actually exist.
Oh man.
Here's the thing nobody tells you. The people who make the trailer almost never made the movie. There's an entire shadow industry of companies called trailer houses, places with names like Trailer Park, Buddha Jones, Bob Scene, and their entire job is to take raw, unfinished, often unreleased footage and build a separate standalone piece of content out of it. Sometimes they start before the film has even finished shooting. Later in this video I will give you my personal best advice on how to watch movie trailers. Until then, stick with me. The trailer editor begins breaking down a script and watching dailies, literally everything that's been shot, meaning a shit ton of hours of it, long before the studio has any idea what they actually have. Some of that footage is so early in production it's covered in security watermarks with green screen and motion capture dots still visible because the visual effects haven't been finished yet. So think about what that means. The trailer editor isn't being handed a finished film and asked to advertise it. They're being handed a pile of, in my country we say chorba, meaning a mix of everything. Random takes, alternate line reading, sometimes lines that were never in the same scene, and they are told to build something exciting out of it. One editor even admitted that because they're working with disconnected pieces rather than a finished film, it's genuinely hard for them to judge whether the actual movie is any good. Their job is just to find the most exciting possible version of what they've got. The trailer editor is not meant to represent the film accurately. His job is to find the best 90 seconds that exist anywhere in this chorba, regardless of whether those 90 seconds have anything to do with each other. They are not filmmakers, and sometimes the studio itself doesn't even know what the story is trying to sell, occasionally leaving the trailer houses to invent the marketing angle from scratch. Sometimes the trailers decide what the movie is about before the studio does. Now, let me tell you how the lines get stitched together. Trailer editors will take a movie's entire script and chop the dialogue into categories, like a butcher breaking down a cow, except instead of entrecote and piept, the categories are things like rhetorical question, grand sweeping statement, and short punchy line that pairs with an explosion.
Light it up!
If we analyze how trailers are built, we see that editors hunt for dialogue that can be taken out of its original context and rearranged into a completely new sequence. Rhetorical questions get paired with vague and moody imagery on purpose, because they say that the audiences hate feeling like a trailer spoiled the whole movie. So abstract questions let editors hint at a theme without giving anything away. And here's the thing, sometimes the line you hear in the trailer doesn't even exist in the movie. It gets specifically recorded or pieced together just for the trailer because no single line in the actual film hit hard enough. Sneaky bastards. So, that line that you hear and makes you grab your wallet, it might be an ADR session that happened after the film wrapped, with zero context, built for one job only, to make you feel something in 3 seconds. It's not a piece of the movie, it's just an ad written to sound like a piece of the movie. And the editors aren't being shady about it. This is their job. Let me know in the comment section down below what's your opinion regarding movie trailers and how many times they made you go see the movie and you were disappointed afterwards.
Chicken jockey!
There's a known concept in screenwriting circles called the trailer moment. A single image so massive, so spectacle driven, that it can sell the whole movie on its own. Screenwriting guides literally coach writers to build this on purpose, like the gold standard things as the White House getting blown up in Independence Day or an asteroid leveling Paris in Armageddon. But think about what I said for a second. Trailer moment, not story moment, and not character moment. The scene simply exists because it will look incredible in a 90 seconds cut, not necessarily because the story needed it there. Writers are being told explicitly in professional screenwriting guides to build moments that can sell. So now you've got an entire pipeline, top to bottom, optimized for the preview instead of the feature. The screenwriter is thinking about the 30-second countdown, the studio greenlights based on how many moments a script can generate, and the trailer house gets handed raw, half-finished footage and assembles the most exciting 2 minutes physically possible. And by the time you're sitting in the theater, you've essentially already watched the good version of the movie. They just handed it to you for free 6 months earlier. So why does this trick keep working on your brain? Because trailers are engineered to exploit something your brain cannot defend against. Pure pacing. A 2-hour film has to breathe. It has to set up a relationship before paying it off, building a world before destroying it, letting a joke land before the next one. A trailer skips all of that. It's just payoff, 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 stitched together with zero connective tissue, set to music designed to manipulate your heart rate. And that's not me shitting you. It's literally how the music is built, meaning the entire purpose of the track is to physically push your pulse upwards regardless of what's happening on the screen. Even the music at the start of a trailer follows a near universal formula, usually something tense and unobtrusive at first, designed purely to build tension underneath whatever dialogue is playing. Your brain isn't built to resist concentrated dopamine. The trailer isn't lying about the footage existing, it's lying about the ratio. It's showing you 2% of the movie and letting your brain assume the other 98 is just as good. But it almost never is. Now, I'm not telling you trailers are bad or anything. I love a good trailer. A great trailer is genuinely its own art form, a standalone mini-movie. These editors are doing insane, skilled, compressed storytelling work under brutal deadlines, sometimes with footage that isn't even finished. That's a real craft and it deserves real respect. But here's some good advice and you will thank me later. Stop treating the trailer as a preview and start treating it at what it actually is. A completely separate piece of media made by a completely separate team, optimized to make you feel something for 90 seconds with zero obligation to represent the other 2 hours honestly. When you watch one, assume you are looking at a tiny, cherry-picked, possibly even entirely re-recorded chorba, not a fair preview of pacing, tone or quality. If you want to know if a movie is actually good, wait for the reviews. The trailer will never ever tell you that. It was never built to. Now you can thank me. So, next time a trailer gives you chills and you feel that pull to buy a ticket right now, remember, you're not reacting to the movie. You're just reacting to a 2-minute ad built by people who didn't even see the finished film. It's not a preview, it's a wallet trap, and it works on all of us, every single time. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Noroc, my friends.